back to the channel of Pro Ends of Vids, and this is my round 25 Super League tips for 2022. Now, as you would all know, I usually do my Super League tips on the Thursday, so it's pretty much the day before the games start, or the weekends start. But yeah, no, it starts early actually. It starts tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning over there in Australia, where it's obviously here. And yeah, like it just starts early, round 25. It's between Leeds and Huddersfield. So obviously do my NRL tips today. So I'm going to do my Super League tips tonight. So yeah, round 25. Only a couple more weeks until finals now, so I'm looking forward to the remaining regular rounds of the season and lead up to finals. Should be good, and a lot of intense games and a lot of meaning towards the matches as well. So means a lot some of the matches coming up. But yeah, no, look, enjoy, and let me know who you're tipping in the comment section down below. But without further ado, time to get into my Super League tips. On to the first game now. Leeds Rhinos and Huddersfield Giants taking on each other at Henley Stadium, home of Leeds. Now, Leeds, for me, are a dark horse, in my opinion. Obviously, the way they've been playing at the moment, it's definitely a sort of replication of how they should be playing and how I think they look how they've got going well in general this year. It's definitely something that they are succeeding pretty well in and playing good footy. And yeah, being back at home is going to give them confidence. And as for Huddersfield, I think Huddersfield are a team that is fighting for the top six, fighting for a spot in the finals. I think they'll get there, but just depends on other results as well. So yeah, no, it's tight game coming up. Look at Leeds' recent form. They're on a great 5-game winning streak, and they're far out. They're finding some form now, Leeds. As for Huddersfield, won against Castleford last week, but yeah, obviously their last couple of games haven't been as good as what Leeds are providing. So look, I think Leeds will win, but 1-12 only. I'm going to go Leeds by 6. So I'll say 22 points to 16 I'll go with. Alright, on to the very next game now. It is Wakefield Trinity versus Wildcats. And now this is actually interesting because obviously Leeds and Huddersfield on Wednesday to kick off the weekend, but we do move on to Thursday footy, and on Thursday there's 5 games, so 5 games for the weekend, and obviously on Sunday it's just Wigan and Leeds, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, look, Wakefield versus the Robins at Big Well Support Stadium, Wakefield's home ground. Another very 50-50 game, only because I think it's winnable for both sides, and I think that, you know, Wakefield have been playing all right, but can lose. And as for Wildcats, well, they lost Lock and Crew for the season, so that's going to be really tough for them as well. So, very interesting game. But as for Wakefield's recent form, Wakefield are on a 2-game winning streak after surprisingly beating Wigan 30 points to 12 and beating Hull FC 26 to 18. So they're looking pretty good at the moment, Wakefield, and I think they're doing enough to avoid relegation. And as for the Robins, well, Robins have suffered 2 straight losses after losing to Leeds and St Helens last week. My tip for this game, I am going to go with Wakefield to win here. 1-12 though, probably by 10, like a scoreline of 26 points to 16. And yeah, I've got Wakefield at home. Third game now, it is Salford Red Devils taking on Hull FC at AJ Bell Stadium. Now look, I think this is another good game because, look, points to prove really for both sides. Not so much for Salford, but more for Hull FC, because Hull FC have really fallen down in form, and you know it wasn't long ago when they were going all right, but now they're just struggling to get wins, and this is really hurting their season. So look, I don't know, that they need some changes, Hull FC, but they aren't going well. Brett Hodgson at risk of losing his coaching position. I think it's fair if he does, but we'll see what happens. But look, Salford are in good form, and it's gonna be hard to beat them. So. But looking at their recent form, by the way, they're on a 2-game winning streak after smashing Huddersfield the week before and also thrashing Catalans, which I still can't believe. And as for Hull FC, well, they're on a 3-game losing streak and they lost to Wakefield last week. So I guess the simple answer is the Red Devils at AJ Bell, it's a win. So I'm going to go with Salford 13+. Going to go Salford by 20 points. Something like 36 to 16 I'll go with by 20 points. So, yeah, they should be too good. Okay, on to the next one now. It is the Wire, the Warrington Wolves taking on Castleford Tigers at the home ground of the Wire. So, yeah, at Halliwell Jones Stadium, and obviously Obviously, it's not really been the best season for the Wire because they were expected to do so much and be right around the top four and stuff like that. But I suppose that a couple of things have played out during this season that's affected them. So that's why they're where they are right now around the bottom. But Castleford have been okay. But that loss to Huddersfield was very costly in my opinion for a top 6 spot. But anyway, looking at Warrington's recent form, they had a loss to Leeds last week, 24 points to 18, but they nearly stole that one. So credit to them giving a bit of effort for that one. And as for Castleford, they had a loss to Huddersfield, like I said. So both teams coming off losses, and obviously both sides would probably want to try and turn that around over the weekend. Who am I going to go with? It's tough. It's tough, but I think I'm going to go with Castleford here, only because I think Castleford have something to actually play for, while the Wire don't really have much to play for other than just, I guess, sort of effort towards the end of the season. I'll go Castleford by 12, probably Castleford by 8. I don't know, like a scoreline of 24 points to 16. But yeah, I got Castleford by 8. Okay, on to the second last game of round 25 and the last one of all the games on Thursday. Of 4, it is Toulouse Olympique versus Catalans Dragons at the home ground of Toulouse. So, look, the French derby, it is going to be a good one. And, it's going to be a very competitive game, in my opinion. I know that Toulouse aren't playing well, but I think Toulouse can definitely turn up against Catalans only because it's, French derby, both the French sides. So, I think it'll be a good game. But looking at both sides' recent form, Toulouse have lost their last 5 games, and they've all been thumpings, actually, apart from Wildcats and Salford. So they're not really helping themselves avoid relegation. As for Catalans had a big loss to Salford last week. I wasn't expecting them to lose 46-14, but they did, and that's actually 2 straight losses now. They lost to Castleford too. But who am I tipping? I'm going to tip Catalans. Probably only 1 to 12 though, but I would not be surprised if Toulouse win. I would not be surprised if Toulouse Olympique do win, but I'll go Catalans by 2, so probably a scoreline of 22 points to 20. And on to the very last game, closing at round 25, it is, my boys, St. Helens taking on Wigan Warriors at DW Stadium, home of the Wigan Warriors, obviously. So this is on Friday, the only game on Friday, closing out the round. Don't know why they've done the layout of... I don't understand why they've done the layout of just 1 game Wednesday, 4 games Thursday, 1 game Friday. But anyway, I think it's been happening for a while. But yeah, a big game. It's a big rivalry game. It's also a game that I think is going to be massive. And the last time these two sides played, obviously Saints came away with a win in a very tight game. So that's what I'm expecting again. Looking at Wigan's recent form, Wigan had a big win over Toulouse last week, winning 52 points to 6, but did have that shock loss to Wakefield as well. As for Saints have a 3-game winning streak, they're finding a bit of form. Who am I going to tip? I'm going to back Saints, but I do give Wigan a chance, so I'll go Saints by probably 6, so maybe a scoreline of 18 points to 12, but anyways, everyone, that's my round 25 Super League tips for 2022. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your tips in the comment section down below.